Here we go. We're going to give it a shot. I mean, it's got a nice amber color to it. And to be honest with you, it's actually kind of sticking to the glass a little bit more. The legs that we talk about all the time, it's sticking to the glass a little more than I would think a 3-4-year-old bourbon would. Usually I don't find those to be, you know, that mouthfeel that they talk about, oily mouthfeel, but that's a sign that it's going to probably have a little bit more of an oily mouthfeel than I think. Honestly, that's a pretty good pour right now, and the color looks pretty good. So there's probably some nuttiness and some marmalade. I mean, it's got a really high mash bill, high rye mash bill, so that 36% rye should have those rye spices coming through. And I think, yeah, I'm picking those up. It's got a nice nose to it. It's not overwhelming, and it's not super ethanol-y for a young bourbon. All right, let's give it a taste. Oh my gosh. For a high rye, 36% mash bill, 36% rye mash bill. So 60% corn, 36% rye, 4% malted barley. It's got a ton of caramel, like a ton of caramel. I would think it would have way more like spice and that what you usually get from those ryes. It's not a rye. It's just a high rye mash bill, but it's a bourbon. But yeah, it's tons of caramel. It probably can taste a little nutty. There's probably a little nutty, especially in the back side of it. The finish is not very long. Honest to God, I would put this up against anything else in that $30, $40 price range. I mean, there's nothing else that I would say, oh my gosh, it's knocking the socks off this stuff. This is a really good budget bourbon. So for $30, this belongs in your bar. I absolutely think this is one of the better $30, $25 to $30 bourbons. And when I was doing research on it, it sounded like you can find this for in the 20s, 20, 25. I paid 30 for it. That's what it was at Barrel Proof. But I honest to God, I think this is not just as a mixer. This is a really good low-end bourbon. So I would have it on your bar, and I think people would really enjoy it when they come over. So ZBar rating. So as a ZBar rating, I think this one's a 3-star. I mean, I'm not going to give it the big, 4 or 5 stars. It's certainly not that. It doesn't have a great finish. It have a little bit more of a oily feel than I expected for a 3-4-year-old bourbon, but it's a solid 3 out of 5 stars. And that's, as I said, this is a respectable bourbon. I would absolutely keep this one on the bar for you.